Today is November 3, 2025. It is a Monday, and I'm pretty sure we had news. Red folder at 8 a.m. So yeah, this is gonna be my trade recap for today. Um, Alright, so on the 4 hour, we are, um, to be honest, there's nothing really to look at in the 4 hour other than the weekly gap. Um, we do have these highs and lows where we don't really have any fair value gaps that we're respecting other than here, but we've already filled that, so it's nothing really to mention. We are gonna keep in mind that um, we are delivering from sell side or buy side going down, right? And then the hourly, here we have a few gaps, right? We have this bullish gap that we are somewhat on right now. We also have this 1 hour bearish gap. Boom. Right? Is it there in the 4 hour? Nope. Other than that, I am pretty bullish because we do have these bullish gaps. Yes, we are delivering from sell side. But other than that, nothing for me on the hourly. 30-minute, I'm more bullish, but we are at this bearish hourly. Wait, why is it like that? 9:30 is here. Okay. And so yeah, I did mark out these London lows. Boom. Right. Asia's been swept. We have these New York lows and these hourly lows. We have this hourly high. 30-minute, nothing really. We have these bullish gaps. What I want to do, what I want price to what's gonna happen, what I want for price to happen is take these highs, go lower, fill these 30-minute slash hourly, then continue higher. But yeah, let's just get into session open. Right, should be here, right there. Okay, session opens. We immediately push back up. I believe we have a 15-minute. Yeah. So let's take that out. We have a 15-minute gap here that we respected, and some you guys could have probably traded this. I personally didn't because we still have these highs and it was a little risky for me. But you definitely could have took a W here with an inverse on the 1 minute, a 2 minute, 3 minute, probably just a 3. Yeah. So you could have waited here, right? Inverse this 3 minute. Then you would have entered here. Stops probably here, and then targeting these lows, right? To a 1 to 1.8, and you would have hit within a couple minutes of market open. But I did not trade that because simply we just still had that high. And so now what am I looking for? Right now we're in a bullish trend, right? And then let's just play price for a bit here. Right, we continue way down, way down, and wait, let's go back here. Where is it? I believe it's here. Somewhere here was my first trade. I took the L because for me, we were respecting this 15-minute bullish gap. Right. And then while on ES, we swept these lows already. So NQ, we have not swept this low. On ES we have, so that's a bullish SMT. Go something like this. Boom. So I said bullish SMT respecting the 15-minute. This could be a entry to these unfilled 15 or a 5, right? So here I just wait for an inverse. There's a 1 minute here. I'm pretty sure I entered off the 3. Oh, what? Okay. I entered off the 1 minute, I guess. And then entered off here. Boom. Stops are at these lows. Somewhere here. And then targeting the unfilled 5. Right? Unfilled 5's over here. Boom. I'm pretty sure this is the unfilled 15. Yeah. So I just wanted the 15. I didn't want to be too greedy. But yeah. This was my first trade. So we have a 15-minute. Let's go back here. We were trending higher. We have a 15-minute fair value gap that's being respected at this time. We had the SMT, and so I thought that was pretty good. Mech model, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we were kind of up. My break even should have been here, and to be honest, I thought this was just gonna smack, to be honest, and so I just kept my stops here. And yeah, that hurt me. That was like 600, and so, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, this should have been break-even trade, but I like how price is very volatile, especially on a Monday. Yes, there is news, or I was patiently waiting. Like, that's another reason why I didn't take the short. We have a news at 8, or like for me it's 8, so it would be 10 around this time. Yeah, that we had news. Yeah, so first trade I took an L. There's that. And so, okay, for me, let's take these SMTs out. So for me, I'm still bullish. I'm pretty sure my bias was correct. And so what did I wait for? I waited for the other gaps to be filled, right? I went down to the 5. No, 15. 30? 30. Okay. We still had this 30-minute bullish gap, and I was just patiently waiting for this. I knew we're not gonna respect this one because we already disrespected the first one. Might as well wait and be patient for the last fair value gap, right? And so boom, I wait until that gets filled, which should be here. And then was there an SMT? I don't think there was. These lows? No, these lows. Oh, there is still an SMT. Perfect. So we swept it on ES, these lows, which are these lows on NQ. We have not swept it on NQ. We're way far. And so yeah, bullish SMT here again, and then I just gave it another try. Right here we have a 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, and a 5 minute candle. What the? Why is it not? Okay, let's just wait. So right now, yes, on the 1 minute we're closing below the 30, but if you look at the 30, we're gonna be respecting it pretty soon. These are smaller candles, by the way. And so, okay, this is kind of a mess right now. Let me clear that up. Clear it up a little. There you go. Okay, so we have this, right? We could have entered off this inverse, but come on. Like no one's gonna trade off that. So I looked at the 2 minute, the 2 minutes, these gaps, 3 minute, 4 minute, and a 5 minute. So since I entered off the 5 minute candle, this 5 minute inverse, I'm gonna expect this trade to be a little better. Obviously higher time frame, higher confluence. And so I waited until this candle closed and then I just entered. My stops were at this low at first to a one, almost a 1-to-1. Again, we're targeting these 15 minute, right? And then boom. So right here we entered. That's when the 5 minute closed. Put my stops down here again. And then for me, I think my break even was gonna be here, right? Keep in mind, I do trade while I'm at my job. I'm sorry for cursing, but yeah. So let's just see how this trade goes. So here we are on a bit of drawdown. I didn't mind, right? I really like this trade a lot. I didn't mind being on drawdown. I just gotta let the trade breathe. Now, obviously, at this time, I'm like, damn. Right when I enter, it starts to chop. Like you can see the 5 minute, it's barcoding, bro. So it really sucks, but you know, I still like the trade regardless. Here I was kind of worried. We're still stuck on drawdown. We're still chopping. So I'm just like, damn, you know what? I'm in this trade for so long. I'm just gonna wait it out. I still like the trade regardless. And so boom, we left drawdown and then we came back to drawdown again. You know, just choppy price action. Just gonna extend that. I'm gonna move this to the 2 minute so it's a little faster. And here, to be honest, at this point I kind of forgot about the trade, and then I just checked back during lunch and I'm like, damn, okay, we're back up. So I'm just glad I wasn't really being patient. I was just kind of not looking at it. So at this point I'm break even, and while we're going up here, I put my stops above, below this inverse and this fair value gap. Obviously we respected it here, so that's a pretty good stop loss. And then at this point we're at break even because of this. And then my TP again still up there. Holy, this trade took long. Wait, what? See, I don't even know my trade. My own trade, man. Did I even go break even? I swear this hit. Huh? Oh. Okay. So basically, my break even is my TP. I actually lowered it here. Did I? Yeah, I remember here. Somewhere here. I'll explain why. So I'm basically just trailing my stops now. Like I'm above break even. And I'll just zoom in here. I'm pretty sure my targets were still that high, but I was trailing my stops to this, to that, to this low, and then we ended up being stuck there, right? Yeah, that's my trade. Sorry guys, only human. But yeah, so from here, this is an obvious high that we swept. So that's my trade. I took a W on that, about I don't even remember how much. I'll show you guys later. But yeah, so from here, you could have also taken another trade if you're looking to short, right? We swept these highs. Yes, we're kind of in a low bearish trend, and so you could have took a short, right? We swept these highs. Keep in mind, price is very choppy. Where is it? We reswept. What's that inverse one? Here. no inverse, but a retrace to here and here, right? You could have entered off those retraces to get short, but I didn't take that trade, right? Anyways, now I'm just yapping. But yeah, that is my trade for today, that long, which was honestly a really good trade for me at least. So on the account, we're up 804. Today we're up 197 only because we took that first L of 514. It should have been more, obviously, but look how long this trade took. 2 hours and 38 minutes. Jesus. Keep in mind, I'm not always on the charts for this 2 hour. Like I said, I'm working while I'm trading, and I just let it ride, and then just check back in at lunch. And so yeah, it should have been a greater day. Like I said, my bias has been right, even last week, even the previous week. It's just my entries, man. Honestly, the first entry, I'll still take that any day of the week. It just sucks that, it should have just been a break-even trade. Would have been up 700 plus on the day, but it's alright. From being down 514 to being up almost 200, I'm gonna take that any day of the week. And so yeah, that is my trade for today. Probably gonna see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys took a W, and yeah, have a good night. It is 11:15 for me. So yeah, see y'all tomorrow. Peace.